Good afternoon, my 8th graders. Today I wanted to share with you a Padlet that I have created with different resources that you can use to demonstrate your knowledge. That's why the title of this Padlet is Web 2.0 Tools to Create Products that Demonstrate Your Knowledge. And these are just different tools and resources that you can use to generate products that will illustrate your learning. I want to go over today's discussion question, which is why should students be given a variety of choices and options to show their mastery of knowledge and skills? So think about this question as we go over today's tools and resources. We're going to go ahead and start with the presentation tools. I've organized them in a column for you so that way it's easy to navigate. And I've included several different tutorial videos for you to help guide you on how to use these different resources. The first resource I want to share with you is Prezi. This is one of my favorite resources. As you can see, it comes with preloaded templates that you can use. If you are familiar with Google Slides or PowerPoint, this is basically the same concept on how to edit and create a presentation. What makes Prezi different though is that it is interactive. So as you can see, you have many different slides. Google and PowerPoint, you normally go through the slides 1, 2, 3, 4 in order, but with Prezi, it becomes interactive. So in your first slide, you'll have different text boxes with your topics or concepts that you will be talking about. And you can click on these text boxes and it'll take you to the various slides that you have created. So that's what makes Prezi different, interesting, and interactive for your audience members. The next one is Novio. Novio is also one of my favorite resources to use for presentations. It works with PowerPoint, so you will go ahead and upload your PowerPoint slides. But with Novio, you can add audio and video to these slides, so you can narrate the slides, add information. It becomes part of your presentation. One of the features that I love about Novio is that you record one slide at a time. So if you need to re-record for any reason, if you want to add information, you can re-record just that particular slide and you don't have to re-record your whole presentation, which is a really good feature. It's a time saver. It makes it very user-friendly. As you can see here, there's audio with the slide. You could also do video with your slides if you want to come out in the presentation. It's completely up to you, and as I said, it's very user-friendly. That is Novio. Next we have Glogster. If you love to blog, you're going to love Glogster. It has several pre-loaded templates as well, and you are able to completely edit these. You can delete them if you want. Glogster also allows you to have backgrounds of your choice. As you can see here, the text boxes are a step up from your average text boxes, so it gives it a little bit more pizzazz. You're able to include graphics, as you can see here, which is very visually appealing, captures your audience attention. You can upload images, you can upload audio as well, MP3 files. You are also able to upload videos from YouTube. And so here you can see a finished product of Glogster. So this is a good option for you. Our next resource is Pixton. If you love graphic novels, which I know a lot of you do, you're going to love Pixton because it allows you to create your own comics or graphic novels, which is a nice resource to use to do something other than your normal slide presentation. As you can see here, it comes with preloaded backgrounds. You can create your characters and customize your characters. A word of caution, if you will be using this resource, I know you're going to want to get really into the aesthetics of your presentation, but it's important that when you use this resource that you make sure that you demonstrate your knowledge through the characters' dialogue as well as captions that you can add to your graphic novel or comics. So make sure that you have enough dialogue and captions and text information to demonstrate that you have learned the concept. This is a great tool to use if your teacher wants you to create real-world examples or scenarios to show your understanding of topics or concepts that you are learning in class. And that is Pixton. Next is Visme. Visme is a presentation tool that does use slides, but as you can see here, you can also do infographics as well and flyers. What you can also see is that the slides are a step up from Google Slides and PowerPoint. It's much more modern, there's more graphics, information is organized in a more appealing manner. As you can see here, we have different types of templates that you can use. You're able to use images, and you can present information in a variety of ways. And this is how you can save different images and edit your slides. Our next presentation tool is Canva. Most of you are familiar with it because I know a lot of teachers are using Canva in their classroom. As you can see, you can use different presentation tools. It does come with preloaded layouts and different elements you can add, as well as text. Here you can see the variety of fonts that you can use. You can include images. So it's something different, again, than PowerPoint. That is Canva. Next, we have Haiku Deck. If you know about haiku poetry, then you're going to understand why this particular resource is called Haiku Deck. As you can see, the slides are much more minimalist in nature in that you're not going to be adding lots of text to these particular presentations. And this is actually a great way of allowing you to shine as a presenter. Because you have minimal graphics and minimal text to the haiku slide, most of the information will be given to your audience through you, the presenter. So if you have an in-person presentation that you need to complete for class, I highly suggest Haiku Deck, because what it does is, since it has this minimal amount of text, is it will allow you to interact more with your audience through your presentation, and it prevents you from having that instinct of wanting to read off of your slides. So if you're able to present the information without reading off your slides, then your teacher will really know that you truly understand the information that you are presenting. Next is Piktochart. I love Piktochart to use it when you have a lot of data to show. This is a great resource for infographics and different reports. Let's say you did a project where you had to do a lot of research and collect a lot of data. Piktochart is a great way to demonstrate the information that you have collected and the data that you have collected. As you can see here, you can add different charts and different graphs, which makes the data that you have collected visually appealing to your audience, and they're able to understand what the data is showing them in a much quicker way, as opposed to writing the information or typing the information in text boxes. So it's much more visually appealing. Again, it's very user-friendly, and you can do a lot of editing, adding different icons, changing font and color, and make it your own and customize that particular infographic. And these are your different presentation tools. Now, I've also given you an option that's completely different than your average presentation. As you know, we use gamification a lot here in the library to review different skills. So what I did is I found two resources that are easy for you to use. This is Gimkit and Blookit. And I have embedded different tutorial videos to teach you how to create your own questions and create your own game. I highly suggest that you use Gimkit and Blookit for two particular reasons. One is that if you are able to create test questions or review questions, that is demonstrating to your teacher that you really know the concepts and ideas, because creating test questions is activating your higher order thinking skills. So this is a great alternative from creating a presentation. It still shows your teacher that you have learned the information. And as I said before, it is showing higher order thinking skills if you are able to create test questions. Now, let's say you have an upcoming midterm or final that you need to study for. You can actually create a review using these games, and then you're able to review by playing the different games. As you can see here, there's different gaming options for you to use with your test questions, and you and your classmates or your friends can review for your test using these particular resources, and it's a much more engaging way to study the information that you need to know for any upcoming test. But like I said, you can use it to demonstrate your knowledge because you are creating test questions and you are using higher order thinking skills. Now, what I've also done for you here in this last column is, remember that we've talked about copyright in the past and using any information, images, or audios that we collect from the internet in a responsible and ethical manner. So what I've done is I have embedded a YouTube video that goes over copyright law, fair use law, and public domain. So please make sure that you review this video so you can review those different concepts, and we can make sure that we're using any information, any images, audio that we are gathering from the internet in an ethical manner. I've also included a website where you can get pictures from public domain that you can use on your presentation, and they are free to use, as you can see here. If, let's say, I picked books and I want to use this particular image in my presentation, as you can see, it's free to use. And once you download it, it'll give you the information to give credit to the creator, which is something that we've talked about and we want to make sure that we are doing. So you are free to use Pixels. It's a great tool in order to find images for your presentations. I've also included a video that helps you cite your sources. So this video is going to give you a small tutorial on how to, if you're using an image within your presentation, on how to add a text box to make sure that you cite your sources and give credit to the creator. So as I said, these are just a few resources that I have gathered for you and put tutorial videos together to get you started. You can use this in all content areas, in all your classes, all your subjects, and make sure that you are demonstrating your learning to your teacher. Now let's go back to the discussion question. It says, why should students be given a variety of choices and options to show their mastery of knowledge and skills? As you can see here, I've given you a variety of choices that you can use. And we're going to be talking through our discussion about different learning styles that all of us have. We all have different learning styles. So that would be one reason. Another option would be that having a variety is nice because it depends on the information that you are demonstrating. Like PictoChart, we can use that for demonstrating any research that we've gathered, any data that we've gathered, and we can use the rest of these presentation tools to show our knowledge and mastery of skills. It's also nice to have a variety, and it makes you more engaged and you're able to show your creativity. So we're going to go ahead and be talking about that in a little bit. But these are the resources that I've gathered for you with tutorial videos to make it easier. I hope that you use this throughout the year, and if you have any questions, please feel free to stop by and come into my office, and I will love to talk to you. Thank you so much. Have a great day.